What makes Carter so special? And I'm so blessed that he chose me to be his coach. He is just special. He was born that way. I think he is very determined. He has a lot of God given talent, just instinct, and he's very pure because he's so young. I think also growing up with his brother being autistic and having a family that is just so supportive. All of these things are playing into his kind of composure and how he's just so much more kind of mature for his age and able to handle such stress. But I think ultimately he just has a God-given gift and he knows it, and he's sort of it's just easy for him. So really proud of him, really blown away by his talent, and having so much fun this season working with such a young, incredible, gifted person. You know, it's really hard to know after being on a show like The Voice what happens next. I think one thing I always try to teach anyone that I'm coaching on the show, and something I learned myself, is really the journey. It's not the end of the journey, because it's always a journey. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a number one or if you win. It's just always on to the next day, and how can you enjoy that next moment. So I don't really know. I think Carter is doing an original song. Everyone's going to hear it, and I feel like that's a really good sort of idea of the kind of music he could be doing next. But I really think for Carter, because he's such a pure artist and he has such a big heart, he really needs to go into songwriting next, I think, to really find out what kind of music he's going to do. He's just so young. He's still discovering himself. So it's hard to say, but I know one thing, that he will pursue music, because it's in him. I get to perform Happy and Aware with Blake Shelton on the show, and that was unexpected because I thought that we were done doing that song live, and because we didn't really get to go on tour or anything like that, it was one of those, like, every time we did it, whether it was in a Zoom or even just playing around the house and just, doing it on guitar, was special, because it's been such an incredibly strange year to put out a song. Perfect song for 2020. And so to be able to do it now at the end of the year on The Voice with all the production and everybody in America watching is truly going to be, it's just a gift. We do have some holiday plans coming up. I mean, unfortunately, my parents are not coming to dinner. We usually do the Timpano Dome every year, which you can look up on the internet. And we're still going to do it, but we're going to not eat with them. We're going to do some outdoor gift exchange, like one family member at a time coming by. We have kind of a plan, so we'll see how it goes. But I think that we'll end up having fun anyways. We decorated this week, and next week is going to be a little Oklahoma time prep for Christmas, and then we're going to have Christmas here and then go back to Oklahoma and have the new year, which is really shocking. The year went by so fast, even though it was paused. It was like the fastest year ever in my life. So there are so many blessings this year for me, even though it was a really hard year for everyone. There was a lot of silver lining and a lot of great things that happened in my personal life, and all these other things. So yeah. Thank you to everyone that listened to the music that we put out this year, especially reintroduce myself. Woo.
You know, there's a theory that goes around this show that it says that if you have two people in the finale, it's great that you got them there, but once they're in there, maybe your vote gets kind of split up between your two artists. And I'm here to tell you that I personally have proven that wrong several times over the years and seasons, starting with season 3 when I had Danielle Bradbury and the Swan Brothers, and then as recent as last year, last year I had two people in the finale, and Team Blake won The Voice. And this year I have 2 people in the finale. The only problem this year is there's this kid named Carter Rubin that's apparently on the show. I don't know. I haven't seen much about him, but he's on Gwen Stefani's team, and that could be a problem. This kid's unbelievable. I got to admit it. Well, this is 19 finales for me. Tonight will be, and they're all cool because it's a different group of artists, each season, and that brings, it's like being on a different show every year. They all have something different to offer, and it makes for, a really exciting night of music every single time. I can't think of one finale that we've ever had where somebody fell flat or had a mistake. It's always people bring their A game and they're ready for this, and there's a reason they make it this far, This year has been crazy, as everybody has said many times, but it's been extra crazy for me musically because I've had 2 #1 songs this year in country music at country radio, and both of them have been duets. Both duets have been with Gwen Stefani, and that's awesome. I think it possibly is unheard of. I don't know if that's ever happened before in country music, with back-to-back duets with the same 2 people, being the hits that they were. And so tonight we're going to be doing Happy Anywhere, which is the second duet that just went #1 at country radio, and I think she and I are both in a little bit of disbelief about the success of both of those songs, and seems like a great song to kind of end the year with and go out with a positive message and a fun, upbeat song, and looking forward to, 2021, and it's got to be better than 2020, right?
I have said this all along. I thought in the blinds, I was like, oh, I know she's going to make the blinds. I just don't know which one of us she's going to be with. And I still think how lucky I am. I tell her all the time, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for picking me. Because I genuinely love her voice so much, and her talent, her tone, her personality, her charisma, her entertainment value, like how she is on stage. Like she's so cool. I don't know if I've ever had anybody on my team, somebody that cool. And I just am a big fan. But I genuinely thought in the blinds that, she came out singing Unbreak My Heart, so like you gotta be pretty ballsy to do that. So like, and to nail it is like a whole different ball game. I think Des and I are the perfect pair. One, because we're 2 Texas sisters, so I think Texans, we always find each other, and also because we do embody kind of a lot of the same ideals and exude kind of the same confidence, and it doesn't, like, she's really into body image, and like everybody is powerful in their own way, and I am as well, and she's just honestly very secure with herself and loves her skin, and loves the cards she's been dealt, and she works those cards, and we're very similar in that aspect. I wish we were similar with tone, because her tone is incredible, but I'm honestly so excited too she's in the finale, because I am not kidding. Like, as a teenager, my whole goal was to like sing background vocalists for amazing vocalists and like get to travel the world with all these different singers, and that was my dream. And it was like a voice like hers. Like, I always wanted to sing with a voice like hers. So it's really cool, just personally for me, to be able to get to sing with her, and I am taking a lot of the backgrounds because I like doing the harmonies on our duet. So she sings Shaka Khan like Shaka Khan is gonna freak out. Like, it's insane. She's so good. To nail a Shaka Khan song, like, Shaka Khan's one of the greatest female singers ever, and I'm telling you, she doesn't just nail it. Like, it's incredible. And it's like, and we kind of incorporated Whitney's version too. Like, so I'm Every Woman. It's kind of like both versions going on. So, because we like both versions. So, I keep telling all the top 4. It doesn't matter really at this point. It's awesome if you win, but at this point, you've made it to the last 2 shows that you could have made it to, being the winner or the top 4. So basically what this is, and what to kind of look out for, and after being on this show for so long and helping artists afterwards, is this is just another step towards your dream. It doesn't mean it's going to happen like right overnight. That doesn't happen all the time. So it's more of like, this is the next step to like getting you to where you want to go in order to get paid for singing and really cultivating a whole network of people that you're meeting, and just getting that next step towards your dream. That's really what this is. And so I think Des has such a great head on her shoulders and is so aware of that, and is so just loving the opportunity that the show is providing her, because I'm the same way as Des. Like, I don't, if I hadn't been on a show, I don't know that I would be here. I'm not like the typical pop star. So it's really remarkable what this show does for a lot of people that maybe wouldn't have had an opportunity to be in the limelight and really share their gift with us. I'm really excited to help Des get a deal, to get her to that next step. Like, what this show provides you is so much opportunity and so much exposure. So the point after here is to get her to find a manager that digs what she does. Tour people, like promoters that love what she does, a label that loves what she does. So that's the whole goal at the end of this, regardless if she wins or not.
Well, John has been so fantastic, so magical, so gifted, so multifaceted throughout this competition, and he's going to show another side today. He's doing a beautiful cover of a great Beyonce song, and he's doing his first original song on this episode as well. So I'm so excited for America just to see more of what he can do. He's come from the classical world, the opera world, but he grew up in gospel, he grew up in soul music, he grew up doing all kinds of things, and he's shown on The Voice that he can do all of it, and do all of it beautifully and masterfully, and we're going to see more of that tonight. John Holiday is what The Voice is all about. He's about someone with a powerful, magical, impactful voice, someone who may not look like you expect him to look given how he sounds, the guy who makes us all kind of gasp in shock when we turn around in our chairs. He's that person. He is the epitome of what The Voice is all about. And he's proven himself week after week to just be a fantastic singer that can do so much with his voice, has so much heart, so much love for music, and I think he would make a great voice champion. After the finale, John's already built an amazing career. He's done amazing things in the classical world. He can sing jazz, he can sing soul, he can do so much. So I just want him to continue to grow and grow his audience. There are so many people out there who love who he is and what he does as a vocalist and as a musician, and I want him to reach as many of those people as possible. He challenged himself to come on this show and break out of the boxes that people put him in, and he's been able to do that and show he's so versatile, so vital, and I'm just hoping more people around the world can see that and hear that. Holiday plans, we're gonna go to the beach. Our family is just gonna get away, be with each other. We're gonna not go see extended family this year because we wanna make sure everybody stays safe. We're just gonna be with each other on the beach.